Well, here we are, the last month of 2023. Yes. And we're going to end it strong and solid with a lot of blessings. I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic. I always just like to go into the month going, this is going to be great. There's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of good stuff happening. So, December. I'm very excited about this because we kick off the month strong with Mercury moving into Capricorn. Mercury in Capricorn is clearing up our thoughts. It's giving us a lot of successful streamline of our thoughts and our plans. It's a really good time because we're not wasting as much time. We're really like saying, okay, this is what we need to do. Let's go get it done. That's Mercury in Capricorn. Now, hold on to Mercury because we're not done with Mercury yet. I'll be coming back to him in just a minute. On the 4th of December, we have Venus going into Scorpio. Now, Venus rules the opposing sign to Scorpio, Taurus, and Libra, but we're talking about Taurus right now. So Venus rules Taurus. So Venus in Scorpio is not the worst place. Venus does not like being in Virgo. I think we've talked about that. But Venus in Scorpio is not the worst place for Venus, but it's not a comfortable place either. This is a very intense time. You're going to see a lot of intensity here. Power struggles, maybe money concerns, or if you had money concerns and they've sort of been hidden, they come to the surface during this time. On the 6th, we have Neptune going direct, which is fantastic because this is setting our imaginations free. Oh, yeah. So while Neptune's been retrograde, our imaginations have been a little clogged up. Maybe like there's just been nothing to fantasize about. Maybe our dreams have been a little crippled. But now with Neptune going direct, we're letting our imaginations go. We're seeing our dreams are just like way more intense, a lot more vivid to like scenes to them, and our faith is increasing. I love it. I'm here for it. On the 7th, Hanukkah begins. So if you're celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. On the 12th, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. I'm going to go into great detail about the new moon in Sagittarius when I do the zodiac reading and card pull for the new moon in Sagittarius. So make sure you tune into those videos to see like what's shaking out there, because the moon is conjunct Mars. So you know what that means when Mars is in the mix. A little bit of aggression. So I'm going to go into a lot of detail about that new moon at that time. On the 13th, I told you we weren't done with Mercury yet. Here it is. Mercury goes retrograde. Yeah. Mercury goes retrograde at 2:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Mercury's going retrograde in Capricorn. It's going to be great. Mercury's going to be retrograde until January 1st of 2024. So that's just a little bonus. That's just an awesome bonus for all those parties and traveling days and holidays that Mercury's going to be retrograde. Isn't that great? Yeah. Told you there was a couple of little catches. Okay, then on the 21st, we have a really busy day. We have the winter solstice. If you are celebrating the winter solstice with your crew, with your coven, whatever, happy solstice. The sun also goes into Capricorn on this day. And, again, busy day. Venus is in opposition to Uranus, and Mars is quincunx to Uranus. Now, excuse me, I told you I'm getting over a cold. So with Venus and Uranus being in opposition, this is a really moody and impulsive time for us, like feeling wise. Unfortunately, with Mars quincunx Uranus, it's also an impulsive time, but it's a time of rash behavior. So we really, really need to think things through during this solstice, during this busy day on the 21st. So Let's just think things through. The great thing is that Mercury is sextile to Saturn this day, so it is a time of thinking things through. It is a time of planning ahead. So there's some help there. There is some help. On the 23rd, we have Mercury retrograding back into Sagittarius. Now, Mercury is not a fan of being in Sagittarius. It's not the most comfortable place for Mercury to be because Mercury rules the opposing sign of Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, but Mercury is in opposition to a sign that it rules. It's not the best place, not the worst place for Mercury, but it's not the happiest place for Mercury. So we're still going to see the things that Mercury and Sagittarius feels, which is we're not able to articulate, we're not able to get our point across, the communication does not flow very easily. We're going to see that really amplified because Mercury is retrograde in this sign now. Yeah. Again, super fun. On the 24th and the 25th, we have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, respectively. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. On the 26th, I'm so excited about this. Not only is it Boxing Day to our neighbors from the north, so if you live in Canada, happy Boxing Day, and Kwanzaa is also beginning. So if you're celebrating Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. But this is a full moon in Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. This is a fantastic full moon. I love it. I love it. There's a lot of aspects that are going on because the moon is in opposition to Mercury, it's sextile Jupiter, it's square Neptune, and it's trine Saturn. So there's a lot of aspects that are actually happening in this full moon in Cancer. Even though the moon does rule Cancer, it should be like the happiest day on earth, but there are some aspects that are influencing it, and I will go into a lot of detail on that card reading when I do the full moon in Cancer explanation before the zodiac card reading. So make sure you tune into those shows as well. On the 29th, we have Venus moving into Sagittarius. So Venus has had a very short trip in Scorpio. So now Venus is moving into Sagittarius, which is, it's more social, it's very energetic, it's like looking for that pleasurable, exciting time, and it opens us up to new experiences. It's also a time, it can be a little risky. It can be a time where we're not sure if we want to take the risk or not, but this can be a little bit risky. So again, think things through, but this is a very social, energetic time, and it's just awesome because on the 30th we have Jupiter going direct, and Jupiter is our planet of blessings and luck, and Jupiter goes direct at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So basically at the end of the day, excuse me, basically at the end of the day, Jupiter goes direct. But it's a fantastic, it's like kismet, it's perfect because the next day is New Year's Eve and everybody is celebrating on New Year's Eve, right? Even those of us that like to go to bed early are celebrating on the 31st. So, I mean, here we are on the 29th with Venus moving into Sag, which is a social time, and then Jupiter going direct on the 30th, right before New Year's Eve. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Yeah, even if Mercury is retrograde, still could be a good time. We end 2023, not only December, but also the whole year, with 4 planets in Earth. Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus. We have Capricorn and, Capricorn is hosting the Sun and Pluto. We have 3 planets and North Node in Fire sign. So we have Mars, Mercury, and Venus in Sagittarius and North Node in Aries. And we have 2 planets in water, Saturn and Neptune, both in Pisces. And we do have South Node in Libra. And I've been talking more and more about South Node in the past little while because I've just just been like studying about it and just a little bit more obsessed with South Node. I don't know why. In the past few months. So, but we do have South Node in Libra. I did not check to see where all the asteroids were, but right now I think that's the only thing that we have in air at the end of the year. So, I know it's been a journey. I will tell you, this has definitely been a journey. I'm so grateful to all of you that have just made this like a great channel. This has been an awesome year. And thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for all your feedback. I appreciate all the comments. Thank you. I'm so looking forward to 2024 with you. But before we get to 2024, let's see what your individual numerology is here at the end of 2023. Well, hello, Life Path 33, and welcome to your monthly numerology here at Readings at the Round Table. I'm Jennifer. I've got Jasmine over here with me in Mouse front and center, like he likes to be. Believe me, if Badger was down here, he would also be front and center. Something about cats, man. All right. Life Path 33, December for you is a 7-month. You're sort of doubling down on that energy because it's also a 7-year, as you know, 2023. I've been talking about this all year. But you have a lot of 7 energy that you're going to be experiencing this month. So the mantra of the 7 is, I am graceful spirit, finding insight, beauty, and peace around me. Oh, it's so sweet. 7 is all about spiritual connection to each other, to the universe, to nature, to animals. Yeah. It's also about spiritual study, expanding our spiritual, our metaphysical knowledge, searching for and recognizing peace, because it's not always something that we instantly recognize, right? This is about trusting our own judgment, having the insight to trust our own judgment. This is definitely a time of philosophy, assessment, discovery, contemplation, introspection. It's a lot like the Hermit card, right? This is a great time for analysis, to analyze situations, to analyze like what's going on, which is why we look at this time as an important phase of spiritual expansion, spiritual growth, and opening ourselves up to more spiritual knowledge, metaphysical knowledge. I love it. I do. And it really is. It's a great time to discover like different pieces to that and to analyze it. Oh, yes. The lessons of the 7 are making choices without retreating from others, and finding answers within yourself and trusting them. Now that's a challenge, isn't it? Because a lot of us sit back and we're like, I know I'm supposed to do this. I know I'm supposed to do this. But we have so many other people telling us we're doing something wrong, or we shouldn't be doing that, or this is what we need to do. We have so many other people doing that we don't trust our own judgment, and we get into some really sticky spaces, right? And some uncomfortable situations and places that we're just really unhappy in. So that is a challenge. The shadow side, the shadow effects of a 7 is self-imposed isolation, self-doubt, insecurity, and running from problems and decisions. So this happens to all of us. But we're doubling down on that energy for you in December. So whatever things may be happening, whether you need to trust your instincts about your health, about your finances, about your job, about your relationships, listen to your gut instinct and really pay attention to that this month. I think this is so great for you because you are just so dynamic. And balance is so important to a 33. I mean, balance is so important. You're an extremely strong-willed life path number, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm a Virgo sun. I'm extremely strong-willed. But your mantra is ecstatically and lovingly, I share my creative essence with the world. So you want to share that. You want to express yourself. You are incredibly creative. And you love being of use and service, like giving service to others. You're here really to help others have an open heart and open eyes, and sharing your creativity with the world gives you this wonderful, fulfilled life, and it's full of abundant spiritual growth. So having a life of abundant spiritual growth and feeling fulfilled by sharing your creativity with the world is really lining up with the 7 energy. It really is. Remember, there's no wrong way of self-expression unless it causes injury or harm to others. So don't be quick to judge people, because there's no wrong way of self-expression, whether it's learning, meditating, or even service. Okay? The lessons of the 33, as you may know, are finding acceptance of the self and others while seeking vision outside of your own comfort zone. This is a time of expansion, 33. This is definitely a time of expansion for you. And I could see where that would try to lead you outside of your comfort zone. So for me, I really think this month for you is, there's a few things that are outside of your comfort zone. But I feel like the Mercury retrograde may be hitting you pretty hard. But also, I love this full moon in Cancer this month. So pay attention to like some of those transitions and the winter solstice, because there's a lot that I feel like could affect you, like emotionally, and expanding like how you feel about yourself and how you feel spiritually and how you even feel connected to the universe. I love that. Remember, your shadow effects are lack of acceptance in self and others, unable to move beyond your comfort zone, a tendency to focus on the dark instead of the light, and being very quick to judge. And it's that whole acceptance thing, because that can cause a very negative domino effect. You know, when you start judging yourself or lack of acceptance with yourself, it just goes on and on and on. And we don't want to go there, do we, 33? No, you're freaking amazing. We don't need to go there. All right, let's see what we got for you with the cards. What do you think, Mouse? Are you ready for December? All right, so we're starting with our usual decks, the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck and the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading cards. And I don't have a lot of room to like spread the cards, as you can see, my little friend here. So we're going to try to do this on a desk budget, I guess. It's a good way to put that. Space budget. Yeah. Oh, I guess I could switch the thing. Ooh. Yumanya. Golden Opportunity. I do love that card. And the crystal card for you, 33. Tanzanite, clarity. Holy crap. And you know, I said we were all going to get some clarity when Mercury went into Capricorn. I wish he was going to be there for longer and not in retrograde, but that's okay. We need the retrogrades to learn our lesson, right? It's got to be close to the last card. Sunstone, Tanzanite. Oh, here, I'll do Yamanya first. All right, Yamanya, golden opportunity. What a great card. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. And Tanzanite. Oh, I love this. Okay, clarity. This exquisite crystal assists in the cleansing and opening of the third eye chakra, expanding your awareness and creating a deep sense of clarity. The deep violet hues of the Tanzanite penetrate deeply into your psyche, awakening your intuition and spiritual sight on a very deep level. Place this crystal on your third eye and breathe this potent medicine into your chakra. It's time to see clearly and feel a sense of clarity in your world. It opens you to your spiritual wisdom and sharing this knowledge from the heart. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect in the 7th month for you. Opens and activates the third eye chakra, enhancing clarity, vision, and imagination. Oh yeah. Once Neptune goes direct, yeah. It assists in communicating with higher aspects of self, creating a deep knowing and wisdom, and allows you to see with clarity. Wow. Wow. I love it. I mean, that's fantastic. Seeing with clarity, but also using your imagination. I think this is just a marvelous time for you. I really do. Woohoo! What do you think, Mouse? I think he agrees. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 33. Thank you so much for supporting my channel this year. This has been an amazing journey. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful December, and I hope that you have a great, great holiday season. And until we see each other again, Life Path 33, get out there and make your magic. Bye.